Hi folks, old Twerking Monkey here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to give you a kitchen tip because I've discovered a lot of folks don't understand how to save bacon grease. Hear a lot of complaints when I talk about using bacon grease. Yeah, what about all those little crumbles in there? It just makes the dish looks ugly, and then they burn a lot of times and get all messed up, and I just don't like to use bacon grease. Well, old Monkey, he done found a way to kind of take care of that. Now, back in the day, folks would take and have a can. Just about every country kitchen you ever see has a can of saved bacon grease. Now, that can was designed with a strainer in it, but that strainer still didn't take out all of those little fine particles of bacon that slough off as you're cooking them. So today we want to show you a kitchen tip on how to save your bacon grease and not have to deal with those crumbles. Okay folks, what we got here, we've got our bacon grease. You can see there's all those little crumbles and stuff down in there, and gets over here, it gets even more pronounced. To get up a little closer, maybe you can see that. See that black stuff? That's what you don't want in your bacon grease, because that's just going to get in there and just mess everything up. So we're going to need that bacon grease. We're going to need a funnel. Man, you can use whatever size funnel you'd like to use to do this. And you're going to need a coffee filter. This coffee filter will filter out a lot of that fine stuff. In fact, it almost filters out all of it, so that your bacon grease that you're saving becomes almost completely pure. Now folks, I mentioned to you about the bacon grease. If you can see that, there is no drudges anywhere in that grease. That's because if you look, that coffee filter has removed all of that. So folks, the way this works is that we've got our bacon grease here. Now we're going to take this coffee filter, and it's those little round ones. They're about $1, $1.50 for 200 of them, so they'll last you a long time. You're going to take that and just kind of push it, just like that. Let that coffee filter just kind of scrunch up in there to be all right. Then we're going to take it and mash it out just a little bit, but you want to make sure you push your finger down in that spout there to give you a little bit of a bottom in there. So you want to look something kind of like that right there, folks. Now we're going to move this grease over out of our way so you can see. We're going to take this and set it right in there. Now folks, this is just a glass jelly jar, really, that jelly came in, got a little handle. It was designed so I could use it to drink out of, but I decided to make a cute little thing to save up my bacon grease. Now you need you a jar, folks, maybe a mason jar, but any kind of a thick glass jar to do this in. Now you let your bacon grease, and I've already done that, let it cool down. Once it gets cooled down enough, you don't have to be completely cold, but cool down enough, you just want to pour that bacon grease with all that sludge that's there into here, and just let it drip into there till it gets through dripping just about all of that good yum, as we used to call it. Now if you're going to make gravy, you want that yum left in there if you're making some bacon gravy, but we don't want that in everything that we cook. So we're going to drain that right there, and we're just going to take our, kind of bring it right across here a little bit to kind of clean that edge. Folks, there's what you got. You got that bacon grease right there sitting in there right now, and it is dripping into the bottom here of, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually dripping into the bottom down here with this other grease. And you let that sit there, folks, and drip out. And once it's dripped out, you just take the coffee filter out and throw it away, and all your mess is done. The advantage of that, folks, is the fact that this gives you a pure bacon grease to use for seasoning, Sometime we'd run out of lard toward the end of the year before time to go out and kill our hogs. And when we would, we'd have to rely on bacon grease. So yeah, we country folks, we don't throw anything away. We save everything we can, just because of having to never know when you got to have it. So folks, we're going to let that drip out, and then we're going to let you see in a little bit exactly what that filter looks like and how much of that stuff dripped out of there. Okay folks, this has had time for it to drain, and just a little bit of grease left in there, and if it is, you can take and pull that filter together just like this. Now you don't want to squeeze this too hard, but you can take right there and just squeeze that little bit of grease just a little bit to get it on out of there, just like that. And let that drain down in there. Now folks, I want you to look right here. Now if you had a regular strainer, it wouldn't have got all that real fine stuff that you're seeing right there out of there. Now you've got almost what I would call pure bacon grease, all that flavor to be able to use in any of your recipes that either call for bacon grease or that you want to use bacon grease with. Thank you folks for watching, and remember, love y'all. Y'all come back and see us now. You hear?